Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey Virgos, this video is for you. With that being said, before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in this video, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign. Again, this video is for Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising. This is your tarot forecast for the Pisces lunar cycle. So we are talking the beginning of March through the beginning of April, okay? And it's just the regular little tarot lunar cycle forecast that I be doing. So let's go on and get started. First card that you guys have coming up in your spread is in the position of what is the energy that you're going to be tapping into during this next month underneath this lunar cycle. And you guys know I don't sugarcoat anything, so we've got a 5 card here. Y'all know I don't really like the 5 cards, and this is the energy of orphaned. So with that card, the way that I'm going to read that is during this next month, especially because we've got all this Pisces energy in the cosmos with the sun, the moon, Neptune, and Mercury retrograding in Pisces, there is this sense of just this energy of just kind of feeling and being a little lost in the sauce, which makes a whole bunch of sense because y'all know Pisces is the little fishies with the 2 tails tied together swimming in different directions, right? So the energy for you guys that you may be tapping into during this lunar cycle, and I'm going to read this in a couple of different ways. For some of you, you may actually be dealing with some family issues to where you're just feeling like a disconnect with your family or your friends or your relationships, just kind of feeling disconnected. And I wouldn't read too much into that because that very much so is the astrological influence that is going on here with that Pisces energy. On the other hand, the message that I really pick up here for this Virgo is that some of you may be doing projects, or you may be working somewhere, you may just be doing something that you've put your energy into, and it may not be playing out the way that you wanted it to, and you may be feeling this energy of, oh no, this ain't it. And because you guys are Virgos, you are very analytical, you plan things out, and so if things don't go according to plan, it can be very discouraging for you. So whatever this is, you may be dealing with this energy of no, this is not playing out the way that it was supposed to. These are not the plans that I set in place. This is not the revenue or the success that was supposed to come from it. What happened, my G? Orphan energy. So you may be really feeling this pull to kind of leave certain things alone. What I will say to you, Virgo, is to not make any major moves, especially in regards to projects that you have put a lot of your energy into just yet, because of the retrograde. Don't make major moves during this time. You've got the Fool card here, which does tell me that you're gonna have to rework the way you're going about whatever this is, but I would not completely do away with it. I think you need to do away with the plan that you've had, and during this next month is a time for you to think about a new plan, not necessarily implement, but start thinking about what plan you want to implement once we hit Aries season, okay? This is not necessarily, I don't want to call this a bad card coming up here, because everything happens for a reason. And I think you're feeling this energy because you know whatever type of energy or whatever type of plans you put in alignment, put into play with whatever you've got going on, those are no longer in alignment with whatever it is that you want to see turn out for whatever it is that you put your energy into. And just understand that sometimes the journey changes. The destination always remains the same, but sometimes we got to kind of either go along a different path to get there, or we got to tweak some shit in order for it to really work out the way that we want it to work out, okay? The next card that you have coming up in your spread is in the position of what could be a crossing energy for you, and I'm not surprised to see this here. You've got the 10 of Cups, which is funny because 10 is a multiple of 5, right? And this is the card of everything just being fulfilled, of, you know, equally exerting your energy into all the things that really bring you happiness, bring you peace, make you feel joy. This is a crossing energy. So what this tells me, Virgo, is that for some of you, especially in regards to whatever this orphan energy is hanging over, you may feel like you've put a lot of energy into something and it really just is not working out the way that you wanted it to. But with this being a crossing card, Virgo, what I need you to understand is that you did put your energy where it needed to go, but understand that it happens in divine timing. So at that time, that was where that energy was meant to go. And it worked out for that time. And now if it's starting not to work, that means it's time for you to change your perspective. It's time for you to change the way that you're doing things. Again, this is a 3-year, and we've got all this Pisces energy popping off. So you've got all the creativity and all of that you need to tap into in order to turn this into an upright card, because this can become a supporting position, a supporting card. I talk about that in a lot of my spreads. You can actually bring yourself out of this orphan energy, out of feeling like, okay, this is not working, I want to move away from what it is, by understanding, okay, no, I did what I was supposed to do. It was just, that was for that time. Now I need to see what I need to do for this chapter, for this time coming up. Again, we're wrapping up the lunar cycle. I'm sorry, we are wrapping up the astrological year. We are also wrapping up the winter season. So there are situations that we're going to be moving away from, Virgo, and instead of being all earth and trying to hang on to what is no longer working for you, with change, there's always resistance. Do not be the resistance. Allow the change to come in for you, Virgo. It is time. Everybody's getting ready to start a new chapter because we are wrapping up the astrological year, and you want to have an idea of how you want to move forward once Aries season hits, as opposed to focusing on staying in the past and what wasn't working and what didn't work out, because, you know, we have the power to manifest our own destiny. We've got free will. Yes, our paths or our, you know, what we're supposed to be doing is kind of laid out for us, but like I said, our journeys can change in the blink of an eye. So understand that there's some change coming in for you, Virgo, and as opposed to being stubborn on that shadow side of your earth, allow whatever perspectives, whatever moves, whatever attitudes that need to crumble. Again, we got Saturn in Capricorn too, crumbling foundations to make space for new pillars. Allow all that shit to break down so that you can turn this 10 of Cups into an upright position, so that you can progress forward into what's next, the Fool. This is in the position of where you're going to receive a little bit of enlightenment, where you're going to have a little bit of an awakening during this lunar cycle. And underneath Pisces, I'm glad to see the Fool card popping up for you, Virgo. Also understand that we just had your full moon, right? So naturally, of course, you probably feel in this 5 energy. Full moons is all about release, and it was your full moon. So, you know, like I always say, those will go one of 2 ways. Looking at y'all's little 5 card here, I think I know what way it went. But you're going to receive some enlightenment, especially with Mercury retrograding in Pisces. You're going to understand, and because Pisces carries such a highly spiritual energy, it's kind of going to be like an aha moment in regards to how you need to progress forward in order to bring in this fresh new energy so that you can turn this 10 of Cups upright, okay? This is a card of new beginnings. This is a card of taking a leap of faith, of doing something different, and just allowing life to lead you and just kind of going with the flow. Go out on a limb, literally go out on a limb. Go out on a limb and try to think about things in a different perspective. Try to understand, you know, why certain things didn't work out when you had this type of energy attached to them. This card is telling me that, Virgo, no matter what you come up with, no matter what you don't come up with, you are getting ready to move into a new sort of chapter, especially coming off of that full moon of yours and going into a new astrological year after this lunar season is up. And as I say with the Mercury retrograde, don't make any major moves right now, but this is the time to start thinking about the moves that you are going to get ready to make, okay? So just keep in mind that even if you feel like things are crumbling, understand that certain aspects of those projects or those relationships or whatever are starting to crumble, so that you can bring in whatever you need to bring in to start anew for yourself, okay? All right, Virgo. The last card that I have coming up for you guys in your spread is in the position of your soul message, and you've got the Rest card, Bear. And it resonates with the number 6. So first, quickly on the numerology, 6 is the number of building. It's the number of I also associate 6 with the number of unconditional love. I don't know why. So Virgo, understand, slow and steady wins the race. This is a card of, you know, you've got your foundations. Now you really need to start building upon them, and understand that it comes in due time. But also understand that, Virgo, you cannot be a workaholic. You cannot just go and go and go and go and expect for things to turn out positively or successfully, because the energy that you put in is the energy that you get back. So if you're putting in this tired, oh, I gotta get her done type of energy, yeah, you're gonna come out with the 5, this orphan card. If you're putting in, okay, let me take a little bit of time, let me take a step back, let me really think about what needs to be going down, and also let me give myself a little bit of time to breathe, take a break, then you're gonna see that full energy pop up, and you're gonna see that full energy pop up supported with the 10 of Cups, okay? So for you, Virgo, during this lunar cycle, this card, I believe, is saying, hey, take a step back, take that Mercury retrograde to kind of reflect and correct and look at what's not working for you. Look at, you know, what you could change in regards to the projects or the people or whatever it is that you got going on around you, so that you don't have to resonate in that orphaned energy, okay? Take a breather. Y'all Virgos just be working and working and working. Have some fun. It's okay. Understand that everything that you want will be there for you. If you take a day off, it's cool. You could do it. All right. Okay, you guys. That is your spread. I hope that it provided some insight for you. If you feel like you need a personal reading or need a more clarification, or if you are interested in getting a Mercury retrograde reading, which I have on sale right now, you can go on and click on the link to my Etsy shop down in the description box. And other than that, Virgo, I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.